Ensure that you have your two sensors cleaned and prepared. On the back of each sensor you will find a tripod mount and one on the bottom as well. The inputs on the back go as follows: power, mode, optical sync cable, and micro USB wire. You use the micro USB wire to update the firmware on the Vive sensors. The sync cable can be used optionally to connect the two sensors together to increase reliability over larger distances. And the mode button is required to ensure that each sensor is set to the correct mode. You will want one sensor to be set at mode B and the other sensor to be set on mode C. You'll be able to tell this by a little LCD display within the unit itself, which will display either B or C. If that is incorrect, please change the mode. You should have two Vive controllers. On the top of the controller is our sensor ring. This is what is detected by the Vive sensors. We have a trigger. We have two buttons on the side of the controller. Our radial menu, which is also a button. We have a menu button at the top, and we have the button down here as well, which if we press that, will turn on the controller. Whilst it is in pairing mode, it will go blue. If it goes red, it means it is low on power. And if it has been detected and is operational, it will go green. These typically take 1 to 2 hours to charge, and they charge via the micro USB port on the bottom. You will find the link box provided on the back of the link box, which is the PC connection side as displayed on the top. We have our DC power in, our USB 2.0, even though it's a blue connector, it will only connect via USB 2 on most machines. USB 3 will work, but can be a bit more problematic. DisplayPort connector and a HDMI connector. Now you only need to use one of these depending on what your graphics card setup is. On the front of the unit, in a very helpful orange colour, is our HDMI, USB and DC pass-through. This will obviously go to our VR unit. And things to point out and be aware of is when the VR unit is being used, this device will be pulled and these connections can come loose. Next, we have the most important part of our Vive setup kit, which is the VR headset itself. Please ignore this sensor on the front, which is the Leap Motion sensor, which I have fitted onto my own device. But basically, an overview of the headset is you see these little nodules here. These are our detection points, which is detected by the Vive lighthouses, the sensors. We have on the side here the power button and LED indicator to indicate whether it is operational or in pairing or turned off, etc. On the other side here we have a dial, which when turned will basically adjust the eye positioning of the lenses inside the unit to focus or defocus depending on the distance of the user's eyes. You'll also notice that there is an audio pass-through cable for you to plug in headphones or earphones as suited. And on the front of the device is also a camera, which can be enabled for development debugging. The camera is of a low quality, but it is something that can be used for mixed development purposes, mixed reality. On the top of the unit, you will find 3 connectors. We have our HDMI, our DCI in, and our USB connections part of that, which goes onto a fairly long wire, let's just say, alongside the standard strap. Inside the actual eyepiece part, up here is a sensor which detects whether it is on your face or not, and a cushion pad which can be replaced if required. The headset does have an inbuilt microphone, and basically it is the kind of care should be taken to ensure this is clean after each use where possible, and also that this is not damaged in any way. Thank you.